Greetings again, and welcome to this broadcast of the Successful and Fulfilled Digital Summit. I'm Kim Warren Martin, and I'm thrilled that you're here. I also hope you're equally as excited about being here. Today's trainer is Candelaria, CEO and founder of Colibri Healing. She's a strong proponent of the power of positive thought, positive language, and positive energy to move beyond past hurts and disappointments, or what she calls colorful growth opportunities. She encourages new ways of looking at old pictures so that a new, more loving, more positive reality will take shape around you. So I present to you what she calls herself, my sister from another mister, international best-selling author Leti Candelaria, as she trains on the bounce back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Leti Candelaria, and I am so excited, very blessed, and looking forward to this time with you. I want to give special gratitude to all the organizers for including me in this Successful and Fulfilled Summit. And I'm excited to share with you my experience, knowledge, things that work, things that don't work. The title of my series is called The Bounce Back. So what does that mean? Well, it's 3 parts, guys, and it really comes down to basically just what you get back from the universe is what you put into the universe. And that doesn't necessarily stop with what you're saying. It also includes what you're thinking and feelings. We are all vibrational beings, and we create our day. We create every moment. And that's a hard one. That's a real hard one to accept. Sometimes, we don't want to take responsibility for the things that are happening. But we need to. And I think once we learn what it is that we're doing that's causing some of the effects that we're experiencing in our daily lives, then it just gets easier. It also becomes more fun to co-create and to just enjoy life and really experience all that there is for us out there. So how did this all happen? Well, I started paying attention to thoughts and vibration probably a good 10 years ago. I've had a lot of life lessons that have come forth and have revealed themselves to me. No one's a victim. We're not victims. We're all active participants in everything, really. And again, that's the rub. That's kind of hard to take sometimes, especially when things, don't go right and bad things do happen. The big question of the century, of the millennia, is why? Why did these things happen? There are certain things that are out of our control, but we do have more control over things that we experience daily than we think we do. Okay, so bounce back. I know we've all seen the game handball. I don't know if everybody plays handball. It's very vigorous. It takes 2, but you can also play solitaire. You can play it by yourself if you want to. And that little black ball that you slam up against that concrete wall is what comes back to you, right? That's it's a game. You get the ball, you go into this room, you're ready to win, you're ready to compete, or even if it gets against yourself, like I said. But you take this ball, you hit it with the palm of your hand, and it goes up against the wall and it comes back to you. So the whole point of the game is to increase your focus, your speed, and concentration. Okay, you don't want to not hit the ball. That's the whole point of it. You want to have it come back to you. The bounce back is really what we're going to talk about today. And the bounce back could be anything, guys. It's anything. It's everything that you think, everything you say, how you're feeling, like I mentioned earlier. So what do you, I had this conversation with a really good friend of mine just a few weeks ago, and we had lunch. I hadn't seen her in a while, and we were reconnecting, and we had lunch together, and I said, so how's it going? What's going on? Tell me everything. And she, just started talking and her day and her job, and how she just is not happy and she's ready to leave and she's not sure what she wants to do, but she's kind of sure what she wants to do, but she's not sure yet, really. There was a lot of, up and down, and just back and forth, back and forth. And I listened, and I really paid attention to what she was saying. And she was eating lunch. And we were, well, of course, we were having lunch together. So she's talking, and I'm watching her. And after about 40 minutes, she said, so how are you doing? And I said, well, can I, can I share with you kind of what I just heard you say? Because I want to finish, finish your story first before we move on. She said, yeah, sure. And I said, well, first of all, how was your lunch? And she goes, oh, and she had to think about it. She couldn't remember. She was saying, it was okay. I think it was okay, kind of salty, whatever. And I said, well, because you didn't really chew your food. And then she said, what do you mean? And I said, you were so excited and you were so passionate and you were telling me about how you're not happy at your job. I said, and you were using a lot of really strong, very passionate words to describe why you're so unhappy. I said, and it's been going on for a while. I said, and I know you're not happy there. I said, so let's try to put it in a different context. And I invited her to just listen. And I said, imagine your life, imagine your day, your morning. You get up and we have this empty little ball. And everything we think and everything we say we put into this ball. Okay? So, oh gosh, it's 6 o'clock already. I'm still tired. And we're thinking these thoughts, right? This is something we're thinking. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I don't want to get up right now. Oh, what day is it? Oh, it's Wednesday. Ooh, got another 2 days after today. We're putting that energy into this ball. Then we get out of bed. My back hurts. I hate this mattress. I need to buy another one, but I don't have the money to buy another one. So here we go, right? We're spiraling. We're putting that into this little bowl. And then we take a shower. Maybe the water's too cold. Maybe the water's too hot. Maybe we're running out of shampoo and we make a mental note. I got to go get shampoo. Okay, I don't have the money right now, so I'm going to have to wait. Great. More stuff putting into this little bowl. So are you following? Okay, this is what we do without paying any attention. We don't even think about what it is that we're thinking. This is a whole conversation. We've had this in our head, whole conversation. Not talking to anybody yet. And if we are talking to somebody, then it's like, I just sleep, I don't know, I didn't sleep very good. I hate this bed. You took blankets, or, somebody sleep the dog, or why aren't you getting up, or whatever. And we're just putting all this into our ball. So by the time 8 o'clock rolls around and you're getting in the car, you drop your keys. You forget your phone. Your purse, something falls, right? You put it on the seat and then you have to brake real fast and your purse falls forward and now everything's falling all over the car. It's one thing after the other. And basically, we have just filled our little ball about halfway full with nothing but negative things. So, what are you doing in your morning? How do you start your day? Do you start your day with, thank God I'm awake? Or is it, ugh, God, I'm awake, right? How are you starting your morning? What are your first thoughts? Thank you for today. Universe, source, creator, God, Abba, whatever. Or good morning, honey. I love you. Or good morning, sweetheart, if you have children. Or hello, Chloe, if you have a little dog. What are you doing in the morning? How are you spending those first 5 minutes? That makes a big difference because that's the foundation, that's the building of all the things that you're putting in this little ball. So now we're going to fast forward. Okay, you get to work. Maybe you get to work on time, but you're still rushing in. Your feet are hurting in these brand new shoes because they're too high, whatever. And then you're in. You're starting your day. You're checking emails, voicemails, you're getting text messages. Things are happening. And at the end of your day, all that is bouncing back. It starts bouncing back the minute you wake up. So be careful. The bounce back, today's lesson really is paying attention whatever it is you're putting into this ball that you are going to throw with all of your might out into the universe, and it will come back to you. So what are we putting out there? Okay, you can start your day a lot of different ways. You can even start your morning, or you can start your afternoon. There's always an opportunity to have a reboot. Okay, just know that you can reboot. I remember for many years, I was rushed constantly, always rushing, and there was never enough time in the day. And I remember saying that to anyone who asked me, "How are you doing?" I just wish there was more hours in the day. How are you doing? Great. Yeah, but I just wish there was more hours in the day. And I remember telling my daughter that, "Mom, can we do this? Mom, can we go here? Mom, can you sit and watch a movie with me?" "No, Mika, I can't. Just aren't enough hours in the day." So that became my reality. There was never enough hours in the day. I was always tired, frustrated, and it was everybody and everything else. It was their fault, my job's fault. It was I volunteered for this day. I really didn't want to do this, but I volunteered anyway. So now I have one more thing to do. There's just no time, and there's not enough time in the day. And that lasted for a really long time. And then one day I had time. I was forced to take time. I got sick. I didn't have, to rush. I couldn't rush. And when you're bored, you don't know, nobody's answering their phone. You're calling and calling and calling. Nobody's answering their phone. And I realized, because I was forced to take this time to think. And, it's interesting when the student's ready, when the student's ready, the teacher appears. And I started finding a lot of information that was just coming to me. And I had been praying for that. I'd been praying for something to be different. And I expected it to come from outside. And it's not outside. It's inside. That's the key. It's inside. That's what this whole summit is about. How can you live your best life? How can you walk in your purpose? How can you stand in your integrity and be all that you are? Well, it starts with lots of different things. And so I hope that today, this bounce back session, you realize and take a minute to think about what you're putting into your ball. And so back to my story. I talked to my friend who was a business partner also in business with me for many years. So we have this really great relationship. And I said, I really want to help you shift your energy because you're not feeling good. And she goes, my stomach hurts. I'm really not feeling very good. I don't know what was in that burrito. I said, well, there wasn't anything bad in your burrito. You just were seasoning it with a bunch of negative talking, using words like can't, won't, impossible, maybe, I don't think so. It will never. It's taking forever. Okay, phrases, words, they have negative, they're negative. They're not powerful words. They're not words that are going to get you from A to B. They're words that are going to keep you stuck. But when I was talking to her about it, I said, I've listened and I heard you, and you're really not you don't feel like you're moving forward. She said, no, I'm stuck. And I said, but don't you want to move forward? She said, yes, of course I want to move forward. I said, how does it feel when you move forward? She goes, well, I don't know. I haven't moved forward. I said, well, just what do you think it would feel like if you moved forward in your thinking, in the way you talk? She said, well, I probably would feel free. I would probably feel relieved. I would probably feel stress-free. And I said, good, now we're on to something. I said, the bounce back is things that we put into this little ball of our life, our own reality, that we don't consider very important, when in reality it really is, because it comes back to us with a lot more velocity. And so I told her, I said, I would much rather have glitter and rainbows and cotton candy come back at me than, sour stuff and negative things and smelly things and yucky things, and because I wasn't paying attention. So we shifted. We shifted her energy, we shifted her focus, and we started talking about what she wanted. And we didn't focus anymore on what she didn't want. We focused on what she wanted, because her bounce backs she needed to change it. You needed to make that small shift. It's not big, it's not impossible. So the question for you is, where do you want to be? What does that feel like to you? You know, what resonates with you when you think about your perfect job or your perfect situation or having the money you need? It all comes back to a human feeling. It all comes back to an emotion. Is it relief? Is it joy? Is it happiness? Is it giddiness? Is it excitement? Are you eager? Are you joyful? So if you feel these things and you think about it in those ways, whatever it is, whatever your goal is, if you attach positive energy toward it and to it, your bounce back is going to be positive. So you don't know what job you want. You don't know what your dharma is yet, right? Your dharma is basically your gift. It's what you were meant to do in this life. A lot of people don't know what their dharma is, and they don't even know how to find their dharma. Well, just know that you're going to find it. Start there. It will reveal itself to you, whatever that is, and you will be open and receptive to it. So let's say you do know what your dharma is, and you're going to be the best inspirational speaker in the world, and that's what you want to do. That is your calling, that is your talent, that is your God-given gift, that is something that just excites you. But right now, you're an administrative assistant in an office, you really don't like it, you want to travel, you haven't been anywhere, you've never left your hometown, whatever, okay? Take those negative things that you don't like and try just make that tiny, tiny little shift. And that is how your bounce back is going to change. So let's say you are an administrative assistant in a town, you've never left town, you're still there. If you have these big dreams and these big goals, well, try to find something that you really like about that job. Maybe it's the security. You feel safe there. It feels good to walk in and know that people know me. It feels comfortable to have my office exactly how I like it. It feels great knowing that if something happens and I need to rush out, they know where I'm going and they know that I'll be right back, because I've developed these relationships over all these years. There's a lot of benefit to that, but there's also the excitement of something new coming, the eagerness of traveling and getting on a plane and getting matching luggage and all that fun stuff. And then when you start to put that into the little ball and you get excited about the day and you don't know what it's going to bring, the bounce back, what comes back to you is going to be ideas, creativity, excitement. And pretty soon that you're going to be clicking online, you're going to find an amazing opportunity, or something's just going to resonate with you. You're going to find something on YouTube, or Amazon's going to send you an ad, a offer for a book that talks about how to be your own boss or how to be an entrepreneur. Or do you see what I'm saying? It just will open up for you. It does. Everything does. Everything that you put out does come back. That's the bounce back. It's law. It's just the law of attraction. It's law. It's physics. So think about what are some of the things that you think about the first 17 seconds of the morning when you're brand new. You're just waking up. Your conscious mind has had a rest. You have nothing. You haven't even stepped out. You haven't even put one foot outside the bed yet. What are you thinking in those first 17 seconds? Because those 17 seconds multiply. 17 seconds turns into 35 seconds. 35 seconds turns into 52 seconds. And on, 69. Okay, it just keeps going. So what is it that you're thinking about? What are you putting in to that little handball that you're going to throw out into the universe and expect to get back? Is it going to be thank you for today? Thank you for this amazing opportunity to be of service. Thank you for my house. I loved my bed. My bed is so comfortable. I'm so happy and grateful that I have my bed. Or looking at your spouse. You don't even have to say anything. You just say, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being so loving. You have a dog. Thank you for protecting us over, all night long and watching the house. And if you have children, okay, and you don't have to say these things, guys. It's your thought. It's a thought. A thought has energy. Words are even more powerful. If you are going to say anything, what are you saying? What are you saying to the people around you? How do you start a text message? If you're going to text your sister in the morning and you're replying to her, that's one thing I've noticed. That's another thing I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about. Bounce back also has a lot to do with just courtesies, please and thank you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Ending with I love you or have a great day. They go a long way. And that comes back also. Somebody will treat you with just as much courtesy as you did. So, and that just, it's like it's like throwing a rock into the pond, it comes back. It just reverberates and reverberates and reverberates. So the bounce back theory is something that I have challenged, that I have learned a lot from. I spent 2 years in Mexico. I was a single mom for many years. I have a beautiful daughter, 28 now. I've been a business owner. I've written books. I've traveled. I'm a vocalist. I've done a lot of amazing things. But I've also had my challenges and colorful opportunities for remembering my highest self. And a lot of that has to do with being really honest about what I put into my ball every morning. And there are days when nothing but good things come back to me because I was mindful and I paid attention. But there have been many days where I wasn't so happy. There wasn't a lot of positive going in. And then by 3:00, I had cancellations and contracts and I couldn't find my keys and I lost that last $20 somewhere, couldn't find it. Or my car broke down, or somebody called and needed something and I couldn't help them out and I felt really guilty about it. Or I got in an argument with somebody. And, we're not victims. Nobody's a victim. I think we all are active participants. We just don't realize that we are. And so it's easier to point the finger. But the bounce back, guys, it makes a huge difference. And it makes a difference not only to you, but also to the world around you and those who are in your life, those who are trying to be a part of your life, those who are guiding you. So just, I think if there's any takeaway that I could say, for you this during the summit is you're here for a reason. You are the student and you are ready. And so all these teachers are coming. We're all sharing a little bit of information for you. And some of it's going to resonate and some of it's not. But regardless, fill your little ball with glitter and sparklies and rainbows and unicorns and confetti and nothing but sweet stuff, and watch how beautiful everything is just going to unfold for you in your life, in your work life, in your spirit life, in your personal and intimate life, even in your physical health. I've struggled for years and years with different things, and I think when I am really, really negative, and no one would ever say to me what I think, right? We all have that little voice in our head. I don't think anybody in the world would be as cruel as we are to ourselves sometimes. But that holds true with the bounce back also. Okay, so be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with your thoughts of yourself and your self-image and how you fit. Everyone, there's something and someone for everyone in this world. And I think sometimes we're not the nicest. I remember one time I had one of my teachers said, Leti, you got to just treat yourself like you're your very best friend. And just watch how much better you're going to feel because you're so nice to everyone else. But are you as nice to yourself as you are to Bethy or Tim or Stephanie or, anyone else in the world? And oftentimes we're not. And that's the bounce back. That also is the bounce back. So take it, learn from it. I try it out, test it out. Give yourself 7 days. I challenge you. Give yourself 7 days. And every morning for the first 5 minutes, it only takes 5 minutes. I think about all the good things that you expect that day. Make it your expectation. Today's going to be a great day. I am so excited for today. I love my bed. My bed loves me. I am a money magnet. I'm an opportunity magnet. I'm a hope dealer. I'm a life changer. I'm a dream weaver. I'm smart. I'm beautiful. I am love. I am loved. I forgive. I am forgiven. Whatever those your affirmations are, and those things that you think in your mind, thank you for the food I'm going to eat today. Thank you for the way my body's going to break it down and use this energy and fuel. Thank you for all the beautiful people I'm going to encounter today. And just watch how your week goes. Pay attention. By that 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock lull, when you need the coffee or you need a hug, one or the other, you're going to get it. You will get it. It'll gift it. The universe gifts it. It's not even a gift. You just attracted it to yourself. And I did this. I did it in Mexico. I lived there for 2 years. I sold everything. I went through a really hard time. And I decided that I wasn't going to be afraid, and I was just going to do something bold and do something different. I was going to find another ball, and I was going to put something else in there. And I could be anything. Well, I didn't need to be in Mexico for that to happen. I just had to make the choice to step forward in faith and not stay stuck in fear. That's the difference. I didn't need to cross countries to do it, but I didn't know it at the time. So try it. Challenge yourself. Think nothing but positive things in the morning. Remember that whatever you put into your little ball, you're throwing it. You're the one throwing it. That's the rub here. You get it, you fill it up with stuff, and then you throw it with all your might out into the universe. And when it comes back at you, we don't know why. Well, I don't know why my day's going wrong. What happened? What the hell? Well, whose fault is it? Well, we want to just, it was the dog's fault. Oh my gosh, what was the car? And it's the stupid job I have, or it's my boyfriend, or it's my girlfriend. No, it's not. It's not. It's us. It's us. It starts here. So, like I said, I would much rather know that whatever I'm going to be tossing out into the universe, nothing but glitter and sparklies is going to come back. Cotton candy and cotton ball blanket. That's it. It's nothing hard, nothing mean, nothing frustrating, nothing that's going to hurt my feelings, because I've been gentle with what I put in. And I'm an active participant. We all are. It's us. It's our show. It's my play. It's, I can't blame anyone else if I have a bad day. I can, but that's not really fair, and that's not really true. So the bounce back theory, guys, try it. Give yourself 7 days. I guarantee you it will make the world a difference. Then you will, when you're ready to play and get up every morning and you're ready to face the day, you're going to face it with a little more gratitude and a little more gentleness, because you know that what you put out, you're inevitably going to get it back. So I hope you enjoyed today. I look forward to hearing from you. Please text Leti, Leti, to 408-913-6963. Once again, text Leti to 408-913-6963. I will gift you a 15 to 20 minute consultation assessment on the words you're using to describe your life, your day, who you are, how we can shift that energy into something that works for you in a more positive way, how you can actively co-create and participate in the life that you want for yourself and the life that you want to provide for those around you. What experience do you want in this world? And you don't have to know the how, guys. You don't have to have the how. You just have to have the desire and the willingness to try something different. Get your ball ready. Remember, put in nothing but good things, and then watch how it all just showers down upon you. Nothing but beautiful things. So I'm going to leave you with this one saying, and I heard this years and years and years ago. And you're gonna see a lot of different teachers at this summit. And just know that we all come with an open heart. We're all here to share. We all want you to be the best self and live the best life that you can, which is why we're all so excited to participate in this amazing event, especially as women. Okay, we need to remember that we are so much more powerful than we give ourselves credit to. We bring life into the world. So it doesn't stop with the baby, guys. It's your bounce back. You're putting life out. You're bringing life back. You're rejuvenating. You're celebrating. You're acknowledging one another and those around you. And women have that. We have that gift. We do it sometimes without even thinking. But there's a saying. Sometimes we think we're just one person in this great big world, and we're little, and we don't matter, and we're small, and we feel like no one sees us. When in reality, we mean the world to one person. So who's that going to be today? Who's that one person going to be today? I hope it starts with you, and then I hope it just radiates out. Because you do make a difference. We all make a difference. And we can make a difference. It starts now. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your summit. Namaste.
Hi, I'm Kim Warren Martin, and I'm the founder of Successful and Fulfilled, where our mission is to help women to embrace the courage I know you already have to step out of your comfort zone and live life the way you want to live, not just the way you're expected to live. It's not about leaving your job, your family, or school, or any of that. It's about launching into what I call the #undeniable you. So if you want to be a part of a mastermind and enjoy the type of training and support you're receiving now, where experts talk about components of self-mastery, business principles, and wealth building, if you're looking to make sure you're connected to a resource that is all about supporting you to live a successful and fulfilled lifestyle, come on over to www.successfulandfulfilledinterview.com now. I want to meet with you to make sure it's a good fit. If you want to be a part of this movement of individuals dedicated to not only the emotional state of happiness, but also the soulful state of fulfillment, I invite you to a private conversation to make sure you learn more about us and we learn more about you. Come on over to www.successfulandfulfilledinterview.com now. It is a great way for me to learn more about what you want to be successful, about what you need to be fulfilled, and what's most important to you in your life. This is a highly customized membership, so we are very selective. And so I want to meet with you to be sure it's a good fit for both of us. If you're ready to share your talents, your skills, your treasure, your expertise so someone else can live a successful and fulfilled life, this is the place to be. Maybe you want to share your story, or maybe you're called to serve others. If you want to collaborate, network, and connect with a group of women who have this one guiding belief: you don't have to sacrifice your success for fulfillment, nor do you have to sacrifice your fulfillment for success. You can #have it all, as long as you're the one who defines what it all is. So I invite you to come over to www.successfulandfulfilledinterview.com. Make sure you register and I'll see you there. Now you may be wondering, why do I care? Why do I do what I do? Well, my big why is to help women all over the world live life the way they want to live, the way they're called to live, the way they're created to live, the way they're purposed to live, and the way they're destined to live, not just the way they're expected to live. George Washington Carver said, "No individual has any right to come into the world and go out of it without leaving distinct and legitimate reasons for having passed through it. Growing up, I was absolutely convinced that singing and dancing on Broadway and being in movies in Hollywood were my distinct and legitimate reasons for being here. I could already see my name in lights and experiencing the costume changes, etc., etc. I even planned to go to performing arts school for college, but was waiting on the perfect time to announce it to my parents. Now, when I was a senior in high school, my parents invited me into the living room one night because they had an announcement of their own. They said that according to the Wall Street Journal, engineering and computing careers would be some of the top careers of the future. So because I was the oldest and because I was a role model, they were going to send me to engineering school. Now, all I could think of, my 18-year-old self was just like, how am I going to get an Oscar at engineering school? Literally, I felt like my entire life rested on that moment. Now, no amount of respectful rejecting could change their mind. So I went to school. I went to engineering school, and 2 years and 8 months later, I came out with a Bachelor of Science degree. Yes, I did, in a short time. And what I thought I had was my freedom. I thought that paper gave me my freedom and would please my parents. But I got a job, a real job. The money got good. I got promoted. The perks were awesome. I did well. And I was a wonderful role model, and my sisters followed closely in my footsteps. So there I was, a very artsy, analytical person in a scientific, technical world. And someone realized that about me and called me up one night and invited me to run the women's initiative for this multinational corporation. So my role was to help women get to the top on the technical side and on the business side. So I thought about it a couple of days and I said yes. And I did that globally. And I was literally told I changed the face of the corporation. One day I was working with a woman who actually told me no. She didn't want to get to the top. Now, I was absolutely shocked, but deep inside, I totally understood her. And all I could hear was my dream asking me, you know, Kim, you spent all this time helping all these women get to where we want them to be, but you never stop to ask yourself, where do you want to be? I had completely lost sight of my dream. And at that moment, I realized that the only thing the role model in me was demonstrating was how to live life the way I was expected to live, not the way I wanted to live. I was successful, yes, but I was unfulfilled. And for me, that was a defining moment. You see, I still love the arts, but what I realized is that the singing, the dancing, the acting were more about freedom for me, not entertainment. Freedom of expression, freedom of being, freedom of doing. And working with women all over the world, I have come to realize that every woman was born to live in a soulful state of fulfillment. And ladies, we can do it because fulfillment is not a fantasy, it's a formula. And what I do know is I am not alone. There are other women out there like me who want to live a successful and fulfilled life. So is that you? If so, here's what I want you to do. Come on over to www.successfulandfulfilledinterview.com and let's have a conversation. I really, really look forward to seeing you there. Enjoy the rest of the summit.